The Running Man, Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright directed, Glenn Powell, Lee Pace, Coleman Domingo, Josh Brolin, Michael Cera. I'm probably forgetting some people. But I had such high hopes for this movie. Hearing that it was going to be a truer adaptation of The Running Man, written by Richard Bachman, aka Stephen King. His last publication is Richard Bachman before he was outed as Stephen King. 1982, because we know the 1987 Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, yes, it had the premise of The Running Man. It used some of the same names, but that movie, not an adaptation of the book at all. So when I heard that this was going to be truer to the book, super excited, especially after I read the book. The book is very dystopian, very dark. Was really ready for it. And now, let's get the good out of the way. Michael Cera and Coleman Domingo are, you can even throw Josh Brolin in there. And to a lesser extent, Lee Pace, you really don't get a good sense of him until the very end of the movie, but even Michael Cera has a very small part. I would say Coleman Domingo, Josh Brolin, but certainly highlighting Coleman Domingo as Bobby T. He needs to be praised for his role, and he's electric, he's magnetic, he's all the great words you can possibly think of when a character is given a showmanship role and just knocks it out of the park. Michael Cera, he's been on a roll lately, like Phoenician Scheme. I'm blanking on another movie where he was the highlight of it. He's just so fun to watch right now. I'm enjoying whatever he's doing. I'm here for it. It's great. Josh Brolin, I'll talk about Knives Out later. He's just on a roll. He has that thing. He's just, again, like Coleman Domingo, very magnetic. He just draws you in and just takes everything about who he's playing, just brings everything to the forefront. The good. That's about it. Now let's talk about the not so great. I don't like to crap on actors, especially when I do believe they do have talent. Let's talk about Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell does cocky and he does charismatic very well. If you've seen Top Gun Maverick, if you've seen Twisters, even if you've seen Hitman, he has just a likability to him. You may not agree with me, that's fine, but he really does. What he cannot do and what he cannot access is angry, dark, bitter guy. Maybe it's because he just has too much goodness inside him that he just can't tap into it. I don't know, but it was a little cringy. There's a moment early on in the movie where he kind of snarls. It's just like, what are we doing here? And from that moment, I kind of was just, you couldn't get me back in to believe that he was this dark, brooding kind of guy. The action felt a little flat. Now there's action scenes that are injected into scenes that were not in the book, but that's fine. I don't mind that kind of stuff. But the action felt a little flat. Tonally, it didn't know where to land as far as being dark and depressing and dystopian, and then it would sometimes bring in the cheesy elements of the 1987 Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. It just couldn't find its footing, and it kind of leaves you in like a sense of just what's happening and where are we going on this. So, a little bummed by that because I just had higher hopes. Maybe with a different lead actor, and I hate to do that, but maybe with a different lead actor. Somebody mentioned Taron Egerton could have played him. Just somebody, even if you would have taken Lee Pace and made him the Ben Richards character, maybe more believable. Just somebody that could really bring about that dark, angry person that needed to be in the lead role. And he just didn't do it. So I don't really want to crap on the movie too much, but I was really let down by it. It's just not great. I wouldn't suggest spending a full price movie ticket on it. If you do want to see it and you're just really interested in the adaptation of the book to screen, $6 Tuesday, Wednesdays are fine, but I mean, I'm probably going to give this movie like a 2.5, 2.75. It's just no bueno. So save your money. Save your money for the Knives Out movie that's coming out. I'll have that review later, but stinker. Hate to end it on a stinker.